Now, another way to pick a hot topic is to assist or help a certain group of people, a group of people that you want to focus on. And so this is called having what kind of a market? A niche market. The reason I call it niche, not niche, is because it rhymes with rich. Niche. What's the word? Niche. So you want to have a niche group or a target. What's the word? Target market. Give me some examples of specific target markets, niche groups. Can we call some out? Teachers, good. Women, good. What else? Teens, excellent. Oh, stop. Teens. You're going to sell to teens? No. Because they don't have any money to spend for this. They don't have money to spend for clothes and junk, okay? You hear what I just said with teens? Don't sell to teens. Sell to parents to give to teens. And only something the teen will want, not the parent will want. You understand what I just said? If you, because now you're into prevention again. Now you're selling a need again. Well, teens are in trouble and we have to help them and they need this information. You know what? As soon as a teen finds out they need something, they don't want it anymore. True or true? Don't bother with what people need. Go for what they want. Package it in a way that they want. Got it? All right, give me some other niches here, some other target groups. Baby boomers, good. Yes, seniors. Who else? Auto mechanics, good. What else? Athletes, good. Specific athletes, even better. Golfers, Macintosh users, corporate presidents, rich people, very good, good. Realtors, network marketers, salespeople. Certain religious groups, absolutely. Now, that's not a bad market. You're going to say religious groups, forget it. No, there's a lot of religious people who have money. Okay? In fact, did you know that my understanding is that, quote unquote, I think it's obviously Christian music is bigger than in dollar sales than regular, like bigger than rap music? Anybody know about this at all? The numbers are astounding. You've never heard of these people, and they're billionaires. They sing great songs about, God and Christianity and all that stuff, and these guys sell millions. Why? Because it's a niche market. So the idea here, there's two things that you're going to do. Number one is you can pick a group of people to talk to. In other words, a group of people that you want to market your stuff to it. In other words, you pick a group of people that has a specific problem, and you market to that problem. You understand what I'm saying? So let's say, for example, golfers. Okay, so you say, I want to deal with golfers. Now, what problems do golfers have that I could teach? Yeah, possibly a swing, possibly the mental game of golf, right? Could you do a seminar on the mental game of golf? Do you need a club to do that? Not at all. You could do a seminar. What did it have to do much with golf? No. You do a seminar on the mind and how it takes you out and how stress works and all that stuff, and psychology, and you do it to golfers instead of to everybody else. Now, where would you do better? Here's a question for you. Where do you think, let's take that example, let's take another example. Let's say you had something about the mind, right? And you were going to go to golfers or say to women, right? Or you're going to go to everyone. Which of those three would you probably do the best in? Yeah, if you're a woman, you would do best with the women. Which would you do second best in? The golfers. Which would you do? Which would you do hardly any? Which would you do not very well in probably? Everybody. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's the hardest route. I'm going to say this again, so you back it up. Having a niche group, a target group to teach to, is 10 times easier and 100 times more successful and 100 times less risky than going to the general market. Very few people in this continent can make it going to the general market. Even if you've got a generalized topic, you're smarter going to a niche market or several niche markets. I'll give you an example of how you do that. I have a program called Speed Wealth. What's it called? How to make $1 million in your own business in 3 years or less. Now, that's a seminar. It's Speed Wealth Workshop, Speed Wealth Boot Camp, all that kind of stuff. And putting that to the general market is one thing. However, what I could do is, why couldn't I do Speed Wealth for network marketers? Could I? Yeah. I did. You know, I made more money with Speed Wealth with network marketers than I did with just Speed Wealth. What about Speed Wealth? I have Millionaire Mind, yes? What about Millionaire Mind for women? What about Millionaire Mind for possibly teens? That's something that they want, trust me. Yes, I've heard that from my kids' friends go, you know, can we get into that kind of thing? They don't want to go to Warrior, but they want to go to the Millionaire Mind. What about I do Warrior training, right? What about Sales Warrior training? Going to only that market, sales professionals. How would I do with that? I would do even better. I just don't do that because I've got something else going. Now, I'm going to say this right now. What I do, the way I market, is by far the hardest way. If you market to the general public, you've got the hardest road to hoe. Can you do it? Sure. Would I do it from the beginning? Not if I could help it. Understand? You are better off, even if your topic goes to everyone, niching it to this group to start with, and then this group, and then this group, and market to each one semi-individually. You will have an easier time reaching them, true or true, and you'll have it'll be a lot less expensive. Do you know what it costs to put an ad in the frickin' newspaper? You know, generalized topics. It's a very tough way to do it. It's doable, but it's the toughest way. So if you're starting out right now, or even if you're involved fully, if you can move towards a niche market, you're going to have much easier success. Does that make any sense? Let me give you another way of putting it. The idea is to be a big fish in a little pond. That you'll get known, you'll be the expert in that arena, everybody will love you in that arena. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about here. I have a friend who is a trainer. His name is Maurice, and he lives in California. He makes anywhere between $1.5 million and $2 million a year net in his training company. It's only him and his secretary. Is that good? Do you know what he trains? You know who he trains? Plumbers! And only plumbers. How to be successful in business as a plumber. You know what he used to be? A plumber. He became fairly successful because he recognized that plumbing is a business. And so he teaches regular business to plumbers. He teaches them marketing for plumbers, client care for plumbers, normal business things, negotiations for plumbers. He's got like 12 courses, everything for plumbers. He's wealthy. He teaches them all himself. 20, 30, 40, 50 plumbers. They pay $2,000, $3,000 to go to his business course for plumbers. He's got a retreat in Hawaii for plumbers. I'm not kidding you here. He looks at me and he laughs. He goes, "You work too frickin' hard, Harv." He didn't use the word frick. I saw him at a wedding maybe about 3 months ago. He says, "You're still working? You're still grinding away at that? What's the matter with you?" He says, "Just choose one group and go with them. You'll be the hero. They'll all come find you." He says, his next group? Electricians. He says, "If I knew anything about it, I'd be in it right now." He says he's bringing in a partner into the business who's an electrician. He's going to do exactly the same courses for electricians. Good or good? Raise your hand if you've heard of a fellow by the name of Dan Sullivan. What's his program? Anybody know his program? It's called Strategic Coach. Thank you. Dan Sullivan used to be a what? A financial planner. Strategic Coach is a huge program that it's kind of like, it's a performance-based program that has generalized principles, but it's primarily sold to who? Financial planners. Can other people join it? Yeah, if you can find out about it. But it's sold to financial planners. Does this guy do well? Does anybody know? Does he do well, yes or no? Yeah. Did you know that he has over 50 graphic artists alone working in his office? True or true? Over 50 graphic artists alone. You think he does pretty good? How come he doesn't go to plumbers? Because he's got a little niche. Financial planners. Every financial planner wants to be coached by Dan Sullivan. That's the end of that. Does this make any sense to you, yes or no? Be a big fish in a little pond. It will save you a lot of time.